Yo, what is going on, guys? It is Get Scared here, bringing you guys some Advanced Warfare gameplay. Here today, we are playing on the map Sideshow with the HBR A3 Average Joe. Unfortunately, I do not own the Insanity, and I want to quickly apologize for my just awful sounding voice. I'm still sick, and I have pretty much just a scratchy throat at this point, but it sucks because it just really hinders my ability to commentate, and I'm probably going to have to keep this commentary short for you guys. I do apologize for that. I probably could talk for a decent amount of time on this subject, but I just don't want to kill my voice or anything like that. I'll just try and get straight to the point, and yeah, no bullshit. And then I'll probably just put some music over the gameplay if you want to see the rest of it, because it is a pretty good scoreline. I end up getting a few deaths in the beginning, and then I just go flawless for the rest of the game. So it was pretty nice. Probably one of my better gameplays in Advanced Warfare. But anyways, let's get to the commentary topic. So how to get a high KD game in Advanced Warfare. Now, this is not to say that you can't get a high KD game with another type of weapon like an SMG or a shotgun like rushing or anything like that. I'm just saying that this is easier, and personally I enjoy it more, and I feel like it's just better all around for me. You might be different, but I recommend trying this out anyway because it definitely does work, especially on larger maps like this, but that's not to say you can't use it on smaller maps as well. You just have to kind of adapt to the map, I guess, and if it's a smaller map with more hectic spawns, you want to move around more. But basically, the idea of the strategy is to kind of just use the map and stick to the outsides of it and just pick people off in the middle around the objectives. Generally, this works better in objective modes, such as Hardpoint and Domination. Those are just my favorites personally. Although Team Deathmatch, this is probably the go-to way to play Team Deathmatch as well. And yeah, you want to use a silencer on your assault rifle. Assault rifle is the best weapon to use, but it does work as well with an LMG, or again, maybe even an SMG if you wanted to use the ASM-1. I know that gun's pretty overpowered in terms of recoil, so you could probably get away with that. But my personal favorites are the HBR, the BAL, obviously two very overpowered weapons. The IMR and the ARX are both very good as well. Pretty much any AR. Unfortunately, the AE4 might not be the best choice because you can't actually put a silencer on it, but the other guns are all very viable, and you also want to use low profile and blast suppressor. Blast suppressor, you could swap it out for another 3-point perk if you feel the need to, let's say, use toughness, because I'm also going to say you want to use hardline to get the streaks sooner, because kill streaks will get you the majority of your kills, so they're very crucial to get. But if you feel the need to use something like toughness, then maybe you could get away without using blast suppressor, and you just want to be a lot more tactical with how you use the blasts and the exosuit. But in my opinion, blast suppressor is pretty key because you will want to be able to move around the map fast and get out of engagements. For example, if you see 3 people running at you, but you're kind of behind cover, and you have a chance to get out of that engagement, you want to get out of that engagement. This is just playing tactically, not necessarily camping, although there are some times, right now I'm holding down this little house building, this little room up here, pretty nicely. It's just all about tactical immobilization, basically. If you find yourself a spot where it just doesn't make any sense to move, you're getting kills, there's no reason to move, then you should stay there. But if you feel like the enemies are kind of catching on, then you want to get out of there, or just switch your positioning in a way where the enemies won't expect you to be there. Always do, but they're not going to anticipate, and you will have the upper hand. Anyways, as far as the rest of your points that you want to spend, I'd recommend using lightweight, although it's not necessary. I personally think it's useful for getting out of engagements, like I said, and just moving around the map in general, moving from spot to spot. But you can live without it, and unfortunately it does cost 2 extra points when stacking it with low profile. And if you want to use 1 extra streak or something like that, then you will usually have to sacrifice lightweight. Another perk I like to usually use sometimes is Blind Eye, although it's not essential. Maybe have 2 different classes, one with Blind Eye, one without, for each of your guns, although that is quite a few classes. Obviously, if you're playing newer players, then you don't really have to worry about Blind Eye, but if you are facing good players, it is usually a good idea, especially if your teammates are bad, because then they will be dropping warbirds on you, and it's nice not to have to worry about those, because when there's a warbird up and you don't have Blind Eye on, you just have to stay in the building or whatever, and that's always really annoying. And other than that, like the streaks I like to run are the UAV, and I like to put the triangle attachment on it just so it's like more like the VSAT, I guess, and the extra assist points, and the aerial assault drone with rockets and AI, and the warbird with aggressive AI. In my opinion, AI streaks are better because you get to stay on the map and you can shoot at enemies and get extra kills, and you also don't have to worry about someone finding your hiding spot and killing you. And other than that, I can't really think of anything else to say. I mean, if you guys want to use like different streaks that you enjoy using more, like let's say the Paladin or other user-controlled streaks, or maybe if you want to run a fourth streak, I tend to like running the bombing run or the system hack when running a fourth streak, although system hack's better when you're using an unsilenced weapon, not necessarily like necessary when you're using this. But anyways, guys, let me know how you would edit this class in the comment section below, and let me know if it helped you out. I will see you guys in the next video. Remember to smack that like button if you enjoyed, and peace.